Good morning, grade 8. I'm trying something crazy today. I want you to do a project at home all week, creating something amazing. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not there to like check on it each day. Maybe I'll ask for updates along the way. But last week we introduced the layers of the earth to you. And this week I want you to create a scale model of those layers. So obviously the earth is humongous, and each layer has a very, very deep thickness, but you are going to somehow create something that is much smaller to scale so that we can see how much bigger each layer is than another. So to get started, I made a slideshow where you will review the layers of the earth and I introduce to you the project. And then there's some discussions that I'd like you to post on. In this slideshow, I do my best to type out the explanation of how I calculated the scale factor for each layer. So I need you to also, when you're reading through that, think back to when we calculated scale factor for the solar system. I know that was all the way back in 7th grade, but I bet you can find it in your memory bank. So, and I know you learned about scale with Mr. Chase in 7th grade as well. So I did all the calculating for you, but I'd still like you to try to understand where I came up with that. The reason I calculated it for you was, one, I'm not there to help those of you that don't get it. And two, when you research the layers of the earth, some websites will round the depth of each layer and some websites won't. And some organizations classify each layer a little bit differently. So I wanted everybody to be using the exact same numbers. And the only way to do that was for me to post them for you. So you will see in that slideshow an explanation of each layer or a very brief description of each layer, and then its depth or thickness, and how I calculated the scale factor. What percentage of the earth is the mantle? What percentage of the earth is the crust? And then I give you a rubric on that slideshow, and I explain what kinds of things you can create. And then the rest of the week are project work days. On this document here, I give you some hints. Begin your model, decide on the full size of it, start calculating the thickness of each layer, measure your materials, construct, etc. So this is like the initial planning. You can take a break Wednesday if you'd like. Thursday, I would continue construction and maybe try to wrap that up. And Friday, you finalize your project. You have to have descriptions of each layers, either typed up in a Google Doc or somehow presented on your model. All of those details, again, are in the slideshow. So there is a research piece to this. So you can finalize all of that and post your photos and videos of your project to me by Monday. So if you need to finish things up on Saturday and Sunday, you can do that as well. If you have any questions about this after you've gone through the entire slideshow, let me know, because a lot of your questions will be answered in today's assignment. Okay, and there's a place for frequently asked questions on that slideshow too. So if a question's been asked, I will post there, and you can post there as well. Have a great week. I care about you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.